Anime coin. I mean, I'm going to zoom in so we can look at the good. And it's not a lot of it, right? When we streamed yesterday, anime coin looked like this, right? That was anime coin yesterday morning, looking good, looking strong. And it was really fun in the chat having people asking predictions. How high is it going to go? Do I buy now? Do I sell? And I don't want to answer that for people. I don't want to tell people to buy. I don't want to tell people to sell. I'm not giving financial advice. But I'm going to share my very honest thoughts about it. And those thoughts can change, and they will change. In fact, they should change. As we learn more, you should be changing your game plan and your positions. And it's why I like that this is always a 7 days a week stream. You at least hear my thoughts as they change and develop. And are they changing here? You know, to some degree they have to. Because this was anime yesterday. Right? This was anime coin yesterday. Getting as high as, what, 1.4, 1.5 bill market cap. To some degree, I'm questioning if this is the right one because, man, that price, look at what it's done since. Look at that. Absolutely demolished. Guys, brutal. Anime coin is in a really, really tricky spot right now. $284 million market cap now. From 1.4 bill down to 284 mil. And what the hell happened here? I'm going to zoom out even more just to see. It's not a good look. It's not a good look, and I feel for anybody who's bag holding here. Doesn't mean this isn't going to bounce back and be an incredibly strong token. I think it's got a great chance at that. But this right here, right now, people are in a tricky spot if they're still holding this coin. In fact, if you're not holding the coin, this is when you start looking, is this the opportunity to get in? Is there going to be life? Volatility, yeah, they didn't announce anything. There was a small announcement I missed, but they didn't announce anything. And so why would a token's value go up when there's nothing that you can speculate on? Nothing. And so with that said, I think they got some news coming. They have to. They have to. Otherwise, I might argue that if they have no news coming, that project might be in big, big, big trouble. I think they got news coming, though. So right now, 284 mil market cap for anime coin. And here's your big problem here. When you look at that chart and you see that down-only action, the chart's telling the story. The story is big old whales are selling a lot of tokens, and honestly, that's the story. The biggest holders of that coin sold all their tokens. I mean, all of them, 100% of their tokens. Their biggest holders is at Lugis.eth. This guy had 30... How much did he have? He had 39. In fact, that's half of his supply. This guy had like 80 million tokens, dumped half of them. Beanwhale.eth. How much did he have? He had 71 million tokens, dumped all of them. Thorvault.eth had 65 million tokens. He still got them. That's our one hodler. He had a few wallets, it looks like, too, possibly. Dingaling.eth. You guys know the name Dingaling. If you don't, you should. An OG NFT whale. Big-time crypto guy. Very rich. Probably one of the richest guys in this space. Although I think there's a lot of guys now who are very rich and we don't know their names. They're very anonymous. But there's Dingaling. Had, 54 million anime tokens, sold all of them. 100%. 100% of those tokens gone. Christian 2022, same story, dumped 100% of his tokens. You can see that. Just throughout that list, those top holders gone. Exited their anime coin. That might mean what? The bottom is in? If those top holders are out, does it have that much further to fall? Now, doing a little more digging here, and a shout out to Confusion who did that legwork, at least put this on my radar. Dingaling is a guy I pay attention to. He's a big Azuki holder too, so did he lose faith in the project entirely? Is he out? He sold his tokens for sure. We know that. But did he dump his NFTs? And the answer is no. So on OpenSea, we go to Dingaling.eth's profile here. The guy's got 500 Azuki still. And as far as I could see, he didn't sell any. So to some degree, I think that's bullish. I think to some degree, he's still betting on the future of Azuki. And that is a bet on Anime Chain too. So take that information how you will. Out of the fungible token, maybe didn't see a lot of life there. Still betting on Azuki via the NFTs. And it's fair to say, guys, sometimes these guys are dumping that token because, look, they just got a stimulus. That guy made millions. I think he made. Wait, let me check this again. I think he made like, is it right to say 6 mil? Yeah, 5 mil. Dingling got a $5 million payday, and I know how these guys think. It's how we should be thinking. Can I grow that $5 million faster somewhere else than I can just letting it sit here? And the answer is probably yes. He could probably go dump that into Sol right now and probably 2x in the short term. Right? A lot of bullish talk about Solana. So he could probably go 2x his money in that. He could probably go degen into AI coins and see 3, 4, 5x's. Tell you what you're not going to see is, as of yesterday's price, you're not going to see a 10x. Right? We weren't going to go from a 1.4 bill market cap to a 14 billion market cap. That wasn't going to happen. Not going to 10x it, but could you 10x it in the next hot meme coin? Yeah. And so a guy like Dingaling makes sense. You dump it. You get into the new hot speculative stuff. You give yourself some powder to go play some of these other things. It makes a lot of sense. So you could argue that it's actually bullish, the price that Anime Coin is at now, because, man, those big guys are out. The dump happened. I don't know that it can fall much further. I really don't. Dead, by the way, I am still bullish. I will remain bullish on Naval. I don't think anything can change that. Because I still think they got a solid product offering, and I still think they're going to get these tweets that I'm looking for. I'm going to remain bullish on Naval because that's a bet on the broader AI ecosystem that I think has barely started. I still believe that. I think the AI stuff's barely started. But volatility, that's a good point. What do they know? Do they know there's nothing else coming? Peter, good morning, man. Do they know there's no news coming? We don't know. We don't know. But there is a bet on Azuki. He's holding those NFTs. By the way, that is also elementals too. So it's all the NFTs in that ecosystem. He's got 500 something between them all. He's still betting on them. I think there's some life still to that. I missed this yesterday. I saw it only this morning. So if we're looking for some news in that anime Azuki ecosystem, here is something. Okay, you can go to anime.com. By the way, they got these free sticker NFTs you can mint. Not as well, because you never know. But you can mint these stickers. You can now create an anime avatar, which I think is kind of cool. Reminds me of the Doodles. You can create your Doodles avatar too. But you create your anime avatar. It is free. You got to sign up with your email address. Now you can spend your anime tokens to collect a mystery can, and that can is traits for your avatar, and there's some stickers in this. Again, this reminds me a lot of Doodles and the packs you can buy. Those packs have traits. All right, they have a watch party for the new anime episode that's coming in February. We watched the trailer of it yesterday. Again, this reminds me a lot of Doodles. A lot of Doodles. Doodle Studio. You get early access to their animations, and you get the packs for traits, right? Very much the same thing. So I guess with that said, guys, Doodles didn't have any news beyond that, too, and we're talking about months ago, right? It still is, Doodles TV, Doodle Studio, place to watch stuff early. Get the packs, get the traits, rinse and repeat, maybe. It does have me thinking a bit, and I'm going to pull up Magic Eden, because I said yesterday the play might be, when we were at a 1.4 bill market cap, the play might be rotating. Look at Azuki, by the way. Wow, down to 4 ETH. Ouch. But I said the play might be rotating to a Doodle. If Azuki's got a 1.4 bill market cap, people are going to be thinking Doodles are going to do the same thing. That changes. That completely changes now at a 280 mil market cap. I don't know if people are going to go dive into Doodles now. I don't know if they're gonna, because now all of a sudden that looks a little different. Looks like the returns on the fungible token not quite the same. Maybe not worth it. Christian, is it confirmed that those whales sold their anime? So I had pulled up, I actually closed the tabs. I checked. It's actually a really, dude, you know what? That's a really good point, Christian, because I went to actually, maybe we could pull it up. I went to Dingling's wallet. To be fair, I can't tell. Like, I'm not great at reading the Explorer. It looked to me like he moved them. It didn't look like they were sold. That's a really, you know what, to be fair, because now that I put out that he sold it, I want to be accurate here. Arba, here's the thing, too. They didn't do themselves any favors launching an Arbitrum. I don't think that's a great move, but Dingaling.eth. If you guys are better at reading explorers, like, help out here then. He might have just moved him, and that's a really, really fair point here. He might have just moved him, actually. That'd be bullish. Okay, check this out. We're going to go to token transfers. Okay. This is definitely his wallet. Okay, let me find his anime transfer. Here we go. Anime coin. Okay. Here's his wallet out to here. The question is, what is this wallet? Like, is this an exchange? And I think this is actually an exchange or a DEX. I do, because look at this. What you're seeing here is all these ins and outs of Anime Coin USD, right? I think this is a DEX. I don't know if this is Uniswap. Let's see if we can find this real quick. Again, I'm not great. Yeah, this is Uniswap. Okay. Yeah, I think he's selling this, dude. Right? So here's him getting some USDC. Getting his USDC. Here is Anime Coin from his address to this address, sending 14,000 Anime Coin. That address that it goes to is Uniswap. So it does look like he's selling there. But that said, I'm missing a piece here because he's not holding in his main wallet. It's not like he's got a ton of it's not like he's got a ton of USDC or he's got $4,000 worth. This also, though, is looking at Arbitrum. Maybe he's already bridged it over to ETH. Because his wallet's got 17 million bucks in it. So you know what? Let's go to Etherscan. And let's peek at his balance on Etherscan. By the way, I'm going to try to be more efficient with time today and actually get through all the stories, but this is such an important story here. I've just been not leaving a ton of time. He's got 12 million bucks in Aave ETH. We're looking on the ETH side now. How's his USDC holdings? Yeah, I don't think he has any USDC. I do. It does look to me like he sold, though. Six hole. I haven't seen that image yet, by the way. I want to check. Vru, good morning. Hoods, you have a bunch of Trump NFTs in your wallet, like 30. Be careful, those are probably spam. Just a guess. Just a guess that that's spam. And then John, that AI to virus, the John McAfee or McAfee thing, I like it, actually. I think that might actually do okay. Okay, here's Dingling's holdings. 12 million bucks worth of Aave ETH. My gut tells me he's probably swapping that Anime Coin and then basically staking Aave ETH, right? Yeah, I don't think he has any. If he's got USDC, I don't think he's got a lot. We're going to sort this by value. Yeah, he doesn't have any USDC. So I think he's swapping for USDC on Arbitrum. And then I don't know how he's getting it back to the ETH side, if he even is. But I do think he's sold. I do think he's sold. Or swapped, right? Because that Anime Coin, he has no Anime Coin left in his wallet. All of it's going out to Uniswap, so I think that's pretty safe to say that Dingling did actually swap. Yep, yeah, Christian. I think that's it again. I'm going to leave like this, 5% chance that I'm reading it wrong. I don't think I am, but there's a chance, right? I try to be very upfront. I'm not a expert on the tech side. I really get it. I can read it if I spend enough time. And I promise you everybody here gets it more than most people. But yeah, DeBank might be the platform you need for that research. Yeah, Coco, I like that. When I sit and spend time really looking, it's kind of like the Matrix. At first, it's just numbers and right. When you sit with it long enough, it does make a ton of sense, and it's not super hard. That said, guys, our SlamVision Explorers, I'll show you. I think you guys have seen it, but CryptoSlam's built these brand new Explorers. Look, this is a beta right now, but picture the way that you see CryptoSlam NFT data, but picture it applied to everything plus charts. This is just a beta now, but this new Explorer is going to give you a view into transactions on chain that you've never seen before. I am incredibly freaking bullish on this stuff. And yes, you'll be able to dive into wallets and follow these transactions, and it'll make sense in a way that, for me right now, it still doesn't on something like Etherscan. I find that really hard to read. But ethereum.slam.vision, if you made like a SlamVision account, or I should say like grabbed a Slam domain, it's all tied together. Even the Bull, even Slam AI, it's all very, very connected. So you guys are already in the ecosystem if you're in any of that, but you probably do want to make sure you get an account on ethereum.slam.vision. We've got base.scan.vision and apechain.slam. We've got all of these coming. Sonium.slam.vision, EDU, all of them. There's going to be tons of these things. By the way, if anybody's new, just join in the chat. Scroll up in the chat. I dropped a link to a Slam pre-sale. You do not have to buy that stuff. You don't have to buy Slam. But if you sign up and provide your base address via that form, you're going to get a Bull airdrop. Bull token airdrop. And by the way, I think there's big news coming later today. As of right now, I think we're on track for a big, big announcement later today. So heads up about that. So Azuki, anyway, you see it at 4 ETH. That's wild. Does it dip further? It really could. Elemental's 0.3. Beans at 0.19. Really crazy. Look, man, we're waiting for some catalyst for all this to take off. I don't think that's far off